Hey, what's up? What you doing, man? You know, it's your boy Trince Tyc. So you gotta come and see the breakdown of Airam at Labayo.
Wanna be a ride or die, especially in the room. Yeah, this was a little but I'm making it a song. Yeah, only need your love. Yeah, I need that. I'ma hold your neck and waist just a kiss. Yeah, only need.
So you wanna know who Trince Tyc is? Trince Tyc is a Ugandan artist. I got my name Trince because when I was still young, Mama used to call me Prince a lot. So you know, I just changed the P to T. But then the TYC is because I'm telling you secrets. So TYC, telling you secrets. You may be asking yourself why the C and the S, you know. So I like changing things a little bit. So I put the C and I to take away the S and E. So secrets, you know, kind of makes sense anyways. Airam is a love song that I wrote actually not recent, you know, some time back. You know how it's like I like write songs because of how they made me feel, of how I felt before. So it's like more of I wrote this song because I think I had a question on somebody. I ain't really sure, man. I ain't really sure to know, you know. But yeah, it's a love song that I wrote for a girl or for girls, because you know. So it's a love song explaining how and why and if I should love this girl and if she loves me back and how things like, you know, be around in the middle. Yeah. I usually like take around 2 to 3 days to write a song, because I feel like if you write a song straight up, like, you know, one day fully done, I mean, it's like I feel like you're rushing, you know. I feel like it's like a process and needs to have time. So the first day, I think I'm gonna write like the chorus, because it's like mainly the biggest part of the song, you know. So I may write the hook, but then on day 2 and day 3, I'm gonna go verse and verse. That's how I usually write all my songs, by the way, because I don't really like taking like, you know, a short time. I give it like space, time to breathe, time to like get new ideas and stuff. Yeah. So who worked on the song was Phil Kabaka. He's a Ugandan producer, really good with hip hop and I think the hip hop sound, yeah, mainly that. You know, he's really good at that kind of music. So I went to him, you know, and then we worked on the song. Phil Kabaka, keep the name. All right. So the first verse goes like, "Oh Nini, miss you again. Your presence I always crave. Your lips look sexy when they're saying I'm a name. You're pretty shy, but I know you ain't a saint. A fallen angel, cause of beauty, don't repent. You're flawless like the rain when it's shining. A jelly bean, cause you're dazzling and blinding. Your imperfection is perfection if you ask me. I'll wipe your tears and cheer you up and keep you smiling. Tell me this feeling is real. My heart racing, you it's chasing, I'm missing your craving is still. Yeah, don't watch tonight, let me be your patient. Tell me this feeling is real. Yeah, my heart racing, you it's chasing, I'm missing your craving is still. Yeah, don't watch tonight, let me be your patient. That's the first verse of Airam. So you already had that miss you again, your presence I always crave, you know. So it's like I was telling this girl that I had in my mind. I won't say her name because man, I don't want to give her flowers like that. But yeah, miss you again, your presence I always crave. It's like you know, when you be there and you're like you have this family that you like, you know, and then you can't have them like 24/7. It's like, so I wrote it down, you know, because miss you again, your presence I always crave. Your lips look sexy when they're saying I'm a name. Don't judge me, just take it the way it is, you know. It's like straight point like that. You're pretty shy, but I know you ain't a saint. You know how like these girls come, you know, act like they're the shy type, you know, like they keep it like low key chill. But bro, I feel like everybody got a freaky side, and she definitely had one. So you're pretty shy, and I know you ain't a saint. A fallen angel, cause of beauty, don't repent. I think it's like straightforward, you know. You find this one person that looks so amazing, and you be like, bro, I think God made this person just for me. So a fallen angel, cause of beauty, don't repent. You flawless like the rain when it's shining. Angelic being, cause you're dazzling and blinding. So I wrote that part, you know, cause you find this person that's just flawless, shining. It's like I think it's pretty obvious. Then angelic being, cause you're dazzling and blinding. It's kind of pretty obvious too. But you find a person who just looks paying 24/7, you know. Angelic being, cause you're dazzling and blinding. Your imperfection is perfection if you ask me. I'll wipe your tears and cheer you up and keep you smiling. So imperfection, perfection. You find a person that actually like, I think sometimes like they feel like they ain't pretty, they ain't looking good, they ain't beautiful. Just tell the person, man, you know, bro, I don't care about that shit. You look good, you know, you just look good. So that's the part. That was, I think, mainly that. I feel like the biggest lines of the song was around there because, you know, I feel like it's like straight to the point. So you're flawless like the rain when it's shining, and jelly bean cause you're dazzling and blinding. Your imperfection is perfection if you curse me. I'll wipe your tears and cheer you up and keep you smiling. Tell me this feeling is real. My heart racing, you it's chasing. I'm missing your craving is still. Yeah, no, tonight let me be your patient. I feel like I wrote that part and I made it like times two, cause it was like really touching, you know. Tell me this feeling is real. My heart racing, it was chasing. You have that person whereby, bro, it's like I can't say you can't live without them, yeah, but you without them kind of makes you feel like you're in the same kind of person, you know, like they kind of make you a better person. So that's how I wrote that. Experience in the music industry, right now as an independent artist, you know, that's making music like this in Uganda. You know, most people be like, Ugandans can't make such type of music, and like they feel like such kind of music is bad for. I won't say bad, but I feel like they want this other different style of music. So me as an independent artist that's creating this new sound in Uganda, to be honest, I don't lie to you, things can get a little bit hard, yeah. But the thing is, you have to keep your mind on the goal. You gotta keep like creating, you know. The fans actually are there. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The fans are there. Listeners are there in Uganda. The thing is, you gotta create and you gotta market and you gotta like make sure you reach your target audience. That's the main thing. Nobody should put you down. Nobody should make you feel like, bro, making different kind of music in Uganda is hard or whatever, man. Nah, that's a lie. You know, that's a very big lie. Okay, what's hard being mission in Uganda? That question is a little bit tricky and hard. I ain't gonna lie, but the thing is, the hard thing is you knowing that you have to put your all into this, and nobody's gonna support you until they actually see that you are serious about what you're doing. So making music in Uganda is that you gotta be really sharp, you know. You shouldn't be like easily fooled or whatever. You gotta be sharp, you gotta be really like I think you gotta keep your head up 24/7, you know. So should not accept someone to pull you down or make you feel like what you're doing is bad if you feel like it's good. But you should also keep listening. Open-minded person, you know, so you'll learn a lot. What makes people feel like the doors of Ugandan music are still shut to like this new sound? I feel like, to be honest, is change. Change is a really big thing, you know, like changing from one thing to another. I mean, I know it's really tough because I had to rebrand myself too also. But the thing is, what keeps us stuck to their old kind of music is because people are afraid to change, you know. And honestly, once you choose to change, like once actually all choose, like all of us choose to change at the same time, it's gonna be a really big thing. It's gonna be hard, you know, but at the end of the day is that maybe the next people in the next few years are gonna be happy about it, you know, because like you're opening up doors for a whole different thing. So if you actually allow change and allow change to like take you in a whole different path, you know, I think it will actually be a really good thing. So you gotta accept change. That's why people actually aren't changing, because they are still, I can't say rigid, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I started making music. Actually, I wrote my first song when I think I was in primary 6. I don't know how old I was by that time. I kind of forgot. I'm really bad with numbers, but I like counting money. So I kind of forgot the age I was, but I wrote my first song when I was in primary 6. And guess who it was for? My baby sister. It's really crazy. But yeah, I won't sing that song ever because, man, I know it is shit. But the thing is, I wrote my first song in primary 6, but I recorded my first song when I was in Form 3, a man called Airam. I think I was in Form 3. So I went to studio with this guy, some studio, I think it was in Stintele. Yeah, I went him to studio and I recorded my first song. So I had that song and that's how I began building up, you know. I had to rebrand, so all those other old songs kind of went away. Don't ask me where they are in the hard drive, I won't play them ever. Yeah, they're there, but yeah, so that's it. I came back to like start doing music when, so after rebranding, That was 2024. Started doing music in 2024. So I had my friends. I was at campus, So I had my friends Elijah, Godwin. So they were like, bro, sometimes we hear you singing and you're like, so do you do me? I'm like, yeah, I do music, but I haven't, like started taking it seriously and stuff. So they were like, bro, why not? So I showed them my old music that I had on the Spotify's or whatever. And they were like, bro, come on, just start making music again. So, but then they were like, since you had taken a break, you have to rebrand. So rebrand, start doing things afresh, like get a new sound, get a new, I don't know, new producer or whatever, just like start creating now for you, not for like watching, I don't know, like following trends or whatever. Because when I was still younger, I was following trends, hop on, what's it called again? Um, actually, I think I did some UK drill. Yeah, I did some UK drill song, but bro, I don't know what I was thinking at the time. But yeah, so I rebranded in 2024 and I'm kind of fresh. Yeah, so I think I'm 1 year old now. So verse 2 of Airam goes like, ever been in love and it broke your heart? Ever heard tears that you can't hold back? Your friends can't relate so they can't help ya. They only let you cry as they part your back, but then you miss someone who loves you, who knows all your pain, who laughs at your jokes and calls you a silly name. You start letting go of the pain that you felt. You wake up in the morning with a smile on your face, making love to you. I wrote verse 2 when I was taking a perspective of talking to this girl. Like, have you ever been in love and they broke your heart? Ever heard tears that you can't hold back? Because, sometimes when you get hurt and like really you can't actually like keep the tears inside, you just gotta let them flow out, to like get, I don't know, I think to like heal yourself or something. Yeah, so ever been in love and they broke your heart? Ever heard tears that you can't hold back? Your friends can't relate so they can't help ya. They only let you cry as they part your back. At some point, the friends thing, not relating, I know, because I have some friends of mine where they'll be like, yo, Trince, this and that. I'll be like, man, I don't know what you're saying, honestly, because I can't relate what they're saying. But the thing is, relating to something, you have to like have gone through it sometimes. And let me say your friends like don't go through heartbreaks. Maybe they have this stable relationship, So when you tell your friend, hey, I'm going through this hard time with my person or whatever, but then they'll be like, hey, I don't know what goes next. So the thing is, if you can't know what's going on, then they don't know what's going on anyway. So your friends can't relate so they can't help you. They only let you cry as they part your back, but then you miss someone who loves you, who knows all your pain, who laughs at your jokes and calls you a silly name. You start letting go of the pain that you felt. You wake up in the morning with a smile on your face, making love to you. So at the end of the song, I wanted to make it look like, at the end of it, like, after like having this, let me say heartbreak or whatever, then you like find this one person now who understands you, one person who loves you, who cares for you, and who will do anything for you. That's why I wrote that end of it all, that you miss someone who loves you, who knows all your pain, who laughs at your jokes and calls you a silly name. You start letting go of the pain that you felt. You wake up in the morning with a smile on your face. So at the end of it, like, let me say you have this terrible, be like, man, I can't go back to like love again. But then at the end of it, we'll have to go back, because come on, we're human beings. We gotta like, at some point we gotta feel loved, So that's how I finished the song. That's how Airam verse 2 ended. Alright, so what people should know about my music career and my music journey is I make music that is from my perspective. I won't say anybody else, because my music is about me, honestly. I won't lie about that. So the thing is, I try so much to make music that is relatable, because I know that if I've gone through a heartbreak, somebody else has gone through it. It couldn't be like the same kind of situation, yeah, but we all at some point felt the very same pain that the other person is feeling. So if I can sing about my pain, I know that somebody out there is gonna relate to what I've gone through. So at that point, we're like, we're merged into one. That's why I always make music that is relatable and that's like more of like the more human, I think, version side of it. That makes sense? Anyways, yeah, that's what I do. Favorite time to create music? Honestly, I don't have a favorite time. but I have a favorite place. I can't write a song inside like in a building or like locked place. Oh my god, nah. I want to be outside, like out, the wind blowing through my hair and stuff like that. Or maybe I'm hearing birds and whatever. So I usually write songs maybe under a tree. At my crib, I got this big ass tree that's like in the compound and it's like an umbrella. So I usually sit down there and just slap on my headphones and then that's it. Message to the TYC family. Man, you guys are so amazing, ever since I began creating music. Honestly, I won't lie to you. I've got people telling me, hey Trince, oh man, this and this, and I'd be like, to be honest, is you guys actually make me feel happy because when I see somebody out there saying my favorite song is self-love, my favorite song is this, the thing is that's not your favorite song. The thing is I was able to reach into your heart and make you feel some type of way about the song. So that makes me feel happy because somebody else has sat down and gone through what I've gone through, and we are now into this one situation. All right, my dream stage is to go on. I think I would say wireless, Coachella. It's Coachella, right? I think it's Coachella. Yeah, Coachella. Dream collaborations. Oh my God! If I'm to say from Uganda, honestly, I want to work with the up and coming artists in Uganda. Not saying that the bigger artists aren't good, no, they are, but the thing is, we are trying to get up this whole fresh new sound, which is gonna be a hard thing. But since there's a saying that goes, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yeah, that's the saying. So the younger artists coming out right now have a whole different idea or whole different vibe to this. So honestly speaking, is that I want to work with any younger artists. I'm not saying younger, but like any up and coming artists. Yeah, with a good sound, with a good vision to music, bro. Artists in Uganda that maybe I could work with. Airam. Airam is a really good guy. He's really good. Airam, Quincy. Quincy is a really good hip hop artist, really good. And to mention but a few, man, there are many. I'm just thinking right now, but I'm like, if you know what I mean, yeah. There are very many artists that are really good, so yeah. So a message to the up and coming artist that is still stuck or maybe still looking for a way to get into the industry. Thing is, everybody gonna tell you what to do. They're gonna tell you this and that and this. But the thing is, you gotta have your mind set to a goal. Get a goal for the year and make sure that you reach it. Create music, create content, and repeat the cycle. That's it. Create music, create content, repeat the cycle. But music should be good. The music is work, man. Nobody gonna listen to that shit. So create music, create content, and repeat the cycle. You're gonna find your fans, you're gonna find your audience, and after that, bro, it's gonna be a whole different story for you. To get my music or follow me, I'm on every streaming platform, Trince Tyc. That's the very same name. That's it. Trince Tyc on any platform, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, TikTok. That's it. Alright, thanks guys for watching Labayo, and stay tuned, subscribe and follow.